And we're on. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, whatever it may be, where you're at and when you're doing this. It's Brad, and I've got your Get Strong home version, Phase 10, Day B. Now, what we're doing with the phases this month is an upper lower body split. So today we're going to really focus on that upper body. What do you need for the workout? We're going to be very band heavy with this one, okay? Now, just single bands will work, but having an attachment area works great, whether this is a door or you can tie it to something, and I'm going to show you variations of all of that. So, first part of the workout is going to be a core section that I'm going to command you through, core, and then a little bit of stretch, and then we'll go into our strength circuit. So, let's get started. The first thing we're going to work on is it's going to be a plank with a shoulder tap. This will be our first exercise in our core stretch circuit here. Plank with the shoulder tap. We're going to go tall position here, wrists under shoulders. Spinal alignment is neutral, so no sag, no up here. And I'm just going to tap a shoulder. Now, what I'm looking for is avoiding a lot of swinging and swaying. First exercise, I'll time you for 30 seconds. I've got a stopwatch. The next thing is going to be just the top of push-up, ankle stretch. And that's just going to be bad-looking push-up, and then just switching, pumping those heels towards the floor, nice and slow. It'll be a nice little active recovery for you. So that's the first circuit. Let's get started with our warm-up. Let's start in half kneeling. It's popular. So alignment, let's tuck and squeeze. Now, let's raise those arms up. Keep that posture, and I'm going to lean away from the knee that's down, okay? So what we're doing is we're going to open up some of the side here, stretch into the lats. Keep your arms up, and always maintain that tuck and squeeze. Keep holding, okay? I'll tell you when to switch. And let's go ahead and switch knees. Think of your alignment. As always, let's tuck, squeeze, raise the arms up, and side bend it. Excellent. Keep those hips under, tucked under, and squeeze that glute, okay? We want to make sure we're getting the most out of this stretch. You'll probably feel it here, maybe up through the side. Keep holding, keep holding. And excellent. Let's go on to our backs. Let's do a piriformis stretch. So it's a figure 4 stretch. We're laying down, crossing ankle over knee, reaching through, laying my head back, and I'm just pulling in. Nice static stretch of the outer hip. It gets tight. So we're just holding and breathing. Make sure that head is allowed to rest on the floor. We don't want to hold tension in a stretch by gritting our teeth. Excellent. And let's switch legs. Crossing over, reaching through. Stay back and pull. You might feel one side tighter than the other. Typically, my right side is tighter than my left. I'm right side dominant. Maybe that has something to do with it. Great. Now, let's drop into a bridge position. Toes up. Now, let's go ahead and take a knee and grab it into the chest. Keep those toes up, and we're going to bridge up and hold. Driving through the heel, making sure we're really pulling that knee in, and we're down. And bridging up again. Toes are up. Knee is pulled in. And bring it down. Let's get 3 more. We're up. Push high and down. And up. Come on, push higher. And down. 1 more. Drive it up. Hold, hold, hold. Come on, come on. And bring it down. Let's switch sides. So toes are up, knee pulled into chest, and bridge up. Good. And down. And up. It's real easy to not push up as high as you can, and down. And let's go up again. Push. I think we did 6 on the other side. And down, which means we got 3 more. Maybe we did 5. 1 extra or 1 less. And down, it won't matter too much. Let's drive it up. Good. And down. And last one. Let's bring it up. And let's bring down. Great. Let's join me over on quadruped. So all fours. We're going to do a little tripod stance, so knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Let's take that right leg out to the side, toe up. I'm going to widen my arms just a little bit and lift that heel up and then bring it down and tap. And then up and tap. We're going to get 8 of those, so count them out at your own pace. Now, if you start getting a cramp, you can bring the leg back and just do the bent knee version or the hydrant. Either way, get your 8. Good. Maybe 1 or 2 more, wherever you're at. If you're ahead of me, great. You'll have to wait. Behind, catch up. Okay, let's go to the other side. So left. All right, let's go. Bring it up and down and tap. And up, down and tap. Now, we don't want to really lean over. For most of us, it's just going to be about an inch or 2. We're going to get 8. And I'll show you the hydrant. Little holds. Let's get 1 more. Maybe that's 8. And great, let's go to standing. Let's get some squat pushes and pulls. So squat stance. So feet about hip width, toes slightly out. I'm going to sit back into that squat, push my hands out, and I'm up and rolling. Good. Make sure we're keeping our weight towards our heels and our eyes forward. We don't want to look downward. If we look down, then our body tends to go down, all right? Think of the alignment. How are our knees doing? They over the toes? Good. And reach, and up and row and pull. And reach, up and row and pull. Come on. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit. Get some heat building, hey? Great, let's do some knee hugs. Toes are up, pulling that knee up. Now I want to make sure my knee is pulled up to me, that I'm not coming down to meet the knee, and also so I'm not arching. Just keep moving through that, keep it dynamic. Working on balance, working on some hip mobility. Great. All right, let's go lateral. Toes wide, pointing straight ahead, legs wide. Let's push back those hips and then up. A lateral squat, all right? Stretching out those inner thighs, those hip adductors if you want to get fancy. Great. Always want to do a little bit of warm-up before your workout. Really preps you, helps prevent injuries, gets those joints warm, get all those tissues of the body warm. Good, good. We're going to be working a lot of upper body. Okay, so let's get some seal jacks. We're going to start wide, or star jacks, whatever you want to call them. We're going to stand wide, and I'm going to clap in the middle. Let's do 10 of them. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go on down. Give me 3 push-ups. Whether you got to do them on knees, I don't care. 3 push-ups, and then I'll meet you back up. Any way you got to do it. Excellent. Bring it back up. 10 more star jacks. Standing wide. Ready, set, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 3 more push-ups, all right? We're down. Keep them tight. Think of your technique. Elbows are kind of tucked in. All right, we're back up. Remember with those push-ups, we don't want the arms out here. About halfway. Okay, I think we're good for warm-up. So we're gonna get started. I got a stopwatch. First section, it's a little core command consisting of those planks with shoulder taps, and then the top of push-up stretch for the ankles. So the calves, all that. So let's get started. Get your water ready. Make sure you got a towel, pump up your tunes. Gonna start with those planks with shoulder tap. Ready. We're down, we're set, and we are up in our plank. Now, you can simply hold the plank, but if we're gonna shoulder tap, make sure you keep those hips level. I don't wanna see this big swinging and swaying. If this is you, stop. Either widen those legs or just hold it right here. We got 3 rounds of this. So tap it out or hold it. Good. Keep holding or tapping. For a couple more seconds and done. All right. Let's move up into those, into that ankle stretch. So push-up position, rears up in the air, and let's go. So we're just bringing the heels towards the ground. Don't push it hard. Just feel that stretch. We're not in a race. Calves get really tight on people, so we want to make sure that we address those places that are likely to get tight. A couple more seconds. And stop. All right, round 1 of 3, okay? Shake it off. I know this is a lot of holding ourselves up on our body weight up on our shoulders. So remember, if at any moment you got to make a modification, you do it. All right, we're getting ready for plank number 2. Shoulder tap or just holding your plank. Reset. We're ready, we're set, and we're go. Now, if you want to try the shoulder tap, but you're swinging, widen those feet way up. It's all about stability here, okay? So doing sloppy moves is going to give you sloppy results. So whether you choose to just hold the tall plank or do the shoulder tap, make sure you choose the version that you can do best. We want good technique to get good results. And stop, shake it off a little bit. Whew. Got another ankle stretch coming up. All right, this is gonna be number 2. We are ready. Get those rears up in the air. We are set and go. I know it's kind of funny, right? Telling you to do these exercises with great technique, and then I tell you to do a cruddy looking push-up. Well, it's just for this one. It's just for the stretch. Keep it pumping it. Nice and easy. Don't rush it. And don't push it to the point of that it's too uncomfortable. And let's stop. Okay, 2 done. Going into the 3rd and final round. Roll out those shoulders. We're getting set here. Plank with shoulder tap number 3 for 30 seconds. Let's get ready. Let's get set. And let's go. Anytime you hold a plank, we're thinking stability. And when we start moving arms, moving legs, boy, that really ups, the ante on this exercise. But always come back to your foundations of we want a good looking plank, regardless of what version I'm doing, whether I'm moving, staying static. Keep holding, guys. And done. Set 3 done. All right, 3rd and final ankle stretch, calf stretch, if you will. So let's get set. Get those rears up, ready, and let's go. Nice and slow. It's an active recovery. Every part of the workout doesn't have to be to exhaust you. We put these stretches in here because, well, A, you need them more than likely, and B, it can slow you down. And when we're talking to strength, we don't want to turn strength into cardio. Our focus of this class is going to be strength. And a couple seconds, and we're done. Okay, so speaking of strength, that's what we're up to next. So we've got 3 circuits, okay? Each circuit's got 3 exercises. Each circuit is going to last for 8 minutes. Now, I'm going to demo the exercises, and then I'll start the timer and start working. Now, remember, you don't have to stay right with me. This is your workout. You're going to go at your pace. This is strength, so I want everything you do to be challenging. Now, bands can be challenging when we're talking about really lowering the reps and upping the resistance, okay? You got to do a few things differently, but I'm going to stick with you and show you how to do them. So the first exercise we're going to do is a lawnmower row. So we're only going to be shooting for 6 to 8 reps. So choose a band that is a little heavier than normal. Looping it around the hand, standing on the under the opposite foot. I've got this hand anchored. I'm kicking that other foot back. Notice my neutral spine, so I'm not hunched over. I'm not looking up. And I'm going to row it. Okay? Now, what's important to note is I'm rowing, I'm not chicken necking. All right, now, here's the deal. I only want 8 on a side, 6 to 8. Make sure that that is a challenging repetition range, okay? Now, starting out, it may be a little awkward. You might choose the wrong band. That's okay. You're going to learn through the month how to make this workout work great for you. So we'll do 1 on each side. Then we've got an overhead press with the band. Single band again, 6 to 8 reps. I'm standing. I'm pushing it up and bringing it down. Now, I'm not going to chicken neck or thrust that head forward. I'm pushing straight up, controlling down. Now, again, 6 to 8, going to use a heavy band. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a sideline diagonal reach. This is one of those stretches to slow you down because this is strength. Let's keep strength, and not cardio. So for a sideline diagonal reach, if you have a foam roller, that's great. A pillow will work too, or nothing. The way it's going to work is I'm going to lay on my side next to the roller, spoon it, as we call it, spoon the pool noodle. Now my knee is up high. I've got my bottom arm holding that knee. I'm really stretching out. I've got my hand here. And essentially, I am just going to inhale. And I'm reaching up diagonally. My eyes are following. I'm exhaling. Sinking down, bringing it back. So it's a big opening. Probably feel this stretch. Exhale, relax down. Going to feel that stretch through the back, through the chest as well. We're going to do what? 6 of those on a side? Okay, so 8 minutes is beginning. Starting with lawnmower row. I got my timer. So grab your band. I know I'm going to start with black on this one. Okay, I'm going to get it round one hand, ready to go here. 8 minutes, ready. We're set. We got 8 minutes to work. So I'm going to loop it around that opposite foot, anchoring the hand on that other leg, and I'm going to row 8 big ones. Now remember, you got a range of 6 to 8. So if you're finding 6 works for you, stay with it. I got to give you a little bit of a range because sometimes with those bands, it's hard to dial that exact rep range in. So by giving you a couple to work from, 6 to 8, we can get the same effect. Now I'm switching sides, wrapping it around wrist. Opposite foot, underneath, anchored, leg back, posture, gonna get my 8. Good. Now, why 6 reps? Why 8? Well, that has to do with the repetition continuum. And I know you're I know you're interested in that as I fall over. Let's get set up for overhead press, standing over, hands up, and press. Now, different repetition ranges have a slightly different effect on the body. Lower repetition ranges, usually more strength. Really high repetition ranges, more endurance. Calorie burning, you can think of. That's sort of right, not really. And I got one more for my 8. Press and down. And we got to keep things changing. I'm going to sideline diagonal reach. If we do the same repetition ranges, that means our efforts typically going to be the same month to month. We can't do that. So by changing, relax into this one, guys. By changing that rep range up, it forces you to use more or lighter weight, depending. So if I tell you we want you to challenge at 15 reps, and I want you to challenge at 8 reps, those are vastly different stimuli on the body, which is good. And oftentimes, we try to hit that sweet spot between muscle growth and maintenance and calorie burn. Good, switch. I'm going to switch sides, 6 on the other. And that's why you'll see us switching it up month to month. Okay, now, with this sideline diagonal reach, sometimes having a pillow under your head is great for this. Just so you don't hurt your neck. I'm pretty bendy and don't have much problem. I got 3 more. Just moving through it. We don't want to just fly through this workout. Believe it or not, I know you might be getting anxious to get up and get after it, but it's strength. Remember, we've got to challenge ourselves. So for me, I'm going to go up on this next lawnmower row. I'm going to purple because I know I can row more. Okay? And I want to make sure that I'm really, really challenged for that 6 or 8. That's 3. 8's going to be feeling great with this. For me, make sure we get that full range of motion. Excellent. A lot of times with a band, it can be easy. Good. I'm going to switch. It can be easy to chop your range of motion short because the tension changes, right? Well, this is where it takes a little bit of practice to know your bands and know your setup so you can keep it always in that sweet spot that you're challenging yourself through the prescribed reps. 5. And 8, good. All right, switch it up. I'm going overhead press. Again, I'm stronger than I thought. I'm going to use the black band. Bring it up. And press it. 1, 2. Now, let's say you're in that spot where you feel like you're right in the middle, meaning red's too easy, black's too hard. Well, you can do a push press to help you get that band up. And all that is a little dip of the knees and drive it up. Dip and drive. I'm going to do one more. One strict one. And excellent. I'm down for sideline diagonal reach. Now, wherever you are, that's great. You do you. I'm doing me. 6 aside for these. Hope your music's rocking or whatever you're feeling. We got to take our time with these stretches, with these correctives. Every part of a workout isn't meant to just destroy you. No, recovery's part of it. And addressing those common areas that are problematic, like our upper backs, like our hips, like our ankles. I'm switching. All that is vital to keeping you feeling good, looking good, and moving good, right? Which is what we all want. Eyes are always following the hand in this one. Getting that whole spine, head to tail. Probably stretching the chest out. Now, and I'm up. All right. I'm going for a row again, grabbing big purple, stepping under. Now, wherever you're at, keep going. Hopefully you get about 3 sets of the strength, right about there. If you get more, great. If you get less, great. You'll find as the month goes on and you get more practice with this workout, you're going to move into things quicker because you're going to be familiar with the flow. All right. And I'm going shoulder press. Got about 30 seconds left. Finish up wherever you're at. I'll tell you when the timer goes, but hey, finish up whatever set you're on. Getting your 6 to 8 reps, making them challenging. Almost there. There's the timer, but I'm going to do one more. And control down. Great work. Okay, that's the first 8 minutes. Grab a towel off, because we got the same thing coming up. It's another 8-minute circuit. Exercises. It's going to be a band incline chest press. Okay, so incline chest press. We're going to step one foot on the band, step through the other foot, bring the hands up. Now you'll see the band can either come under the arms or over. It's really up to you. Over the arms is fine. Some people don't like the way that feels. Then just flip it, go under. And that is your incline press. Same 6 to 8 reps, but we're going to challenge ourselves. Then we're going into hammer curls. We're stepping on it. If you need more tension, you can do that. Pull that slack up or just use a heavier band. Thumbs are up. And I'm going to get my 8 there too. Okay. That's how we're going to do it. And then, if you have a foam roller, you can foam roll your upper back. And that feels really great. If you don't have a foam roller, I'm going to show you an alternative. If you have a foam roller, you're going to lay across it. You're going to put this up in our shoulder blade area, support the head, and lift that butt up and just roll. How much? Oh, give me anywhere between 8 and 10 slow rolls. Stay up high though, okay? And that's it. Now, if you don't have a foam roller, we're going to do a bridge with a reach. Now, that's going to be a bridge position here. And all I'm going to do, toes are up, I'm going to bridge up, and then I'm going to reach across. My eyes are following, and then back. Bridge down, bridge up, reach, eyes follow, and down, okay? So that's going to do some really good for the glutes. Also going to help you with some spinal mobility as well. Okay, so we're going to get started with our incline chest press. Okay, 8 minutes. Now, I'm going to go, I think the black band. 6 to 8 reps, same deal as before. Make them challenging. So, start 1 foot in. 8 minutes begins. So if 1 foot's in, stepping through, bringing it up. I'm under the arms. Whew. Now, this is one of those instances where this is really good right out of the gate for me, this black band. I can tell that after 4 reps, this is where I need to be, because if I went lighter, it'd probably be too easy. I'm still going to get my 8. Oh, excellent. So, good learning for me there. I'm right where I need to be. Now, I'm going to go hammer curls. I'm going to start with red. You go where you want. Again, you're going to learn as you do this workout through the month or however many times you want to do it. You can do it whenever. You're going to flow through it. Okay, maybe I could have gone heavier. Lesson learned. Brad likes the black band for this one. 5. Get your 6 or 8. If you can get 8, push it. Get it. Great. Okay, I'm on the floor. I'm going to go foam roller. You can go bridge if you'd like. Red band, you're not needed. Okay, so I'm going to go right up high on the back, cradle the head, staying up high, and I'm rolling. Don't get too aggressive with this, and don't go too low on the back. Keep it up in that shoulder blade area, all right? Take your time. Most people like this one a lot. If you're doing the bridges, just do 8. Let's keep everything 8. Why not? All right, I think that's about enough for me, and it's going right back to the incline. The incline chest press with band. Black band for me. Where you at? Where you at? Okay, I'm gonna go other foot. I'm stepping through. Band is up. Let's get it. Good, locking that core tight. 3, 4. I'm going my 8. 5. Are you getting 8? You getting 6? Either way, that band resistance. Good, harder as you push out, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna stay black for my hammers. Hammer time. Gripping, standing tall, don't get sloppy. I'm going. You go where you're at. Don't keep up with me. Or maybe I don't want to keep up with you. I get it. Always good to have that person to push you, that workout partner. I think that was 8. Maybe that's 9, but that's pretty good for me. Okay, foam roll the back or those bridge with reaches. I'm gonna go for the bridges just to show you a variation if you don't have a foam roller, but you should. Now, if you get any back pain with this, you don't do it. Remember, you may be past me now. You may be lapping me. That's okay. No pressure. I can't see you, but I know you're kicking butt. Okay, I'm back up. Rolling right into that band. You know what? We're only halfway through. Here's the deal. Keep rolling. You can grab some water if you want. You can towel off. It's whatever pace you got, okay? Now, the important thing is, as I mentioned, this is strength training. So as you flow through this, just make sure you're resting enough that you don't have to necessarily go down with your bands, okay? So as you're working through this, keep going. Rest as you need to. We want quality workouts, quality movements every time. Speaking of, I better get moving because you probably haven't waited this long. I'm killing time. I'm tired. No, we're up. We got 3.5 minutes left. Oops. My setup was incorrect. I forgot to step through. Okay. Now, as you press, keep that core tight. Don't allow those hips to jut forward or that head. The band resistance forces you to really be in tune with how your muscles are activating because as you push out, you need more strength. But then if you want to control it back, you've got to regulate how those muscles work. It's really great. Okay, I'm curling. Where are you? Hammer curl. Excellent. We got 2.5 minutes left. Wherever you're at, push it just a little bit. You know the difference between good pain and bad pain. We don't want bad pain. What's bad pain? Your joints, your back hurting, okay? I'm going to foam roll. You do you. Good pain, well, sweat. Maybe that's not a pain necessarily, but definitely uncomfortable. Muscles burning, that's okay. That's fatigue. That means you're working them hard. We got to work them hard if we want results, right? But what's hard for me may not be hard for you, or may be too hard for you. Whichever the case, it doesn't matter. When I say push it, that's depending upon you as the individual, depending on your level, and that you give it your best effort no matter where you're at. Okay, this time, stepping through, bringing it up, and pressing. Where are you at? you need to rest to get a better quality set, you do it, because you've got still over a minute left. That's it. Keep it going. About a minute left. Hammer curl time. For me, you break when you need to, okay? As I said, we want quality repetitions, quality movements, quality results. Simple, really. Getting injured, I'll tell you, that sucks. That means lost training time. That means mental setbacks. We got 30 seconds. You keep working. Injury, it can happen. Keep working. We got 20 seconds left. Keep working. But if your head's in the game, you're going to reduce your chance of that injury, and that's what it's all about. Come on, 15 seconds. Work wherever you're at. You got to finish the set. Whatever set you're on, you got to finish it. Less than 10 seconds now. 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Finish up that set if you're not there yet. Now, because we're going to get ready for our third and final upper body circuit. Now, this is going to have another row, some tricep work, and then a monster walk, okay? So now the row, I'm going to show you an attached row. I'll also show you a way to, goodbye, foam roller. I'll also show you a way to do it unattached, okay? So attachments make your band work, just gives you more variation. In a case like this, it really lets me pull a heavier resistance because I don't have to stabilize it myself necessarily, and it lets me just regulate the length-tension relationship of that band. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab with my right, I'm stepping back with my right foot wide, and I'm sinking down a little because then as I row, I'm more stable. I can counteract that move because to get 8 here, I'm going to have to be pulling some heavy weight there, okay? And I've got to be in a position that gives me that advantage of lowering my center of gravity to counteract that. So that's going to be very important. And then for the seated version is what you're going to do if you don't have an attachment. You're going to sit on the ground, you can, and what you're going to do is loop it around your feet like you would any other seated band row. And then, in this case, my left hand, I'm just going to get some good tension here, pull up some slack, anchor it, sitting tall, and then with my right hand, I am going to pull and get that row. I can get some good resistance that way. I'm going to go for that 6 to 8 range on both sides. Then, the final thing is going to be a monster walk. For monster walk, we're going to use your little bands, either the 13-inch stabilizers or those mini bands. Those work great. We're going to put it either above your knees or above your ankles. Above the ankles is going to be quicker to get into. I don't want to get into it now. I'll do it during the class, but you're going to put it around your ankles. You're going to keep low to the ground, sweep those legs out, and just take a few steps forward, and then take a few steps backward, always keeping toes in, and that's going to really work the outer of those cheeks. So throwing in a little lower body there for this workout. So first exercise, oh gosh, I forgot the middle exercise, which is going to be a tricep. Okay, how did I forget triceps? Did anyone forget it? Just me. Now, tricep overhead, stepping one foot on. Now I'm going to step away from it as I bring this up and over. Elbows are up, and I'm extending. That's your tricep. That's going to be in the middle. Second exercise. Sorry there, folks. So, first exercise is going to either be that seated single arm row, or I'm going to show you that attached single arm row. So get set. We're going to get started here. So I'm going to grab my band. I'll start left-handed because I'm a right-handed timer goer. So, or button pusher. Left foot is back, left hand has the band. We are ready, set, and let's go. I'm using a black band here. Notice when we pull, we're not thrusting that head forward. Another good thing about attachments, man, you can really open up your possibilities with a lot of exercises that you can do. Now I'm going to switch, stepping back with the same leg, setting down a little bit, so slight bend in that front knee. Big mistake I see people make is feet are too close together and they try to stand up and then they do more like this. No, widen it up. Lower that center of gravity. We really want to counteract that band tension. Right here I'm using a black band. I can tell you, I can go big purple next time and I'll show you what that's about. Okay, now overhead triceps, single band. There's an attached way to this, but we're going to keep it simple. So my foot's in there. I'm stepping away, bringing it up. Black band's going to work just fine for me right here. 3. Keep those elbows up. Good. All right. And then the final thing, it's that monster walk. So I'm going to show you. Helpful. You can have something to lean on. Maybe a friend. And I'm going to go around ankles with this one. I always want tension on this band as I'm stepping. Okay, now how many are we doing? Just take 5 steps forward, 5 steps back or so. That gives you about 10 steps. That works, depending on what area you got to work with. Good. Then I'm out of that, okay? Makes sense? Now I'm going back to my rows. If you're seated and doing seated rows, keep that posture up. Okay, I'm going up. That attachment really lets you get some massive resistance here with these bands. You can use a door attachment, specially designed for that, or you can install a bar on a wall. Or you could wrap it around something really heavy, but be careful of that. And 8. Good, I'm gonna switch it up. I have to bring it in. Those are so heavy, I gotta walk in there to make that switch. And I'm getting my 8. And little adjustments. You saw that I just scooted forward about an inch. That made all the difference to where I could get that full range of motion in that movement. Good. I'm going to triceps. I'm staying with that black. Now, I might have been able to go a little heavier, but I don't think the purple band. So I'm just going to grab a little closer. In other words, I got more slack between my hands. That way, I'm going to have a little more resistance. Good. Excellent. And really squeeze. Triceps, the old bingo wings. All right, going to monster walks. Now, with the monster walks, really stretch that band now, okay? This is a black one. There's a heavier one. There's a purple one. Either way, stretch that band. A lot of times I see people taking it too easy on themselves with these band. Don't let that be you. So I've got tension always on that band, even when I'm sweeping in. I'm going out wide, keeping those toes forward. Well, heck, I'll bring it all the way up here. Hello. Okay, and now I'm going back. Okay, I only said 10 steps, but I got a little carried away. We got 3.5 minutes left, but I'm gonna go all the way back. My biscuits, they are a burnin', okay? These are the biscuits. Okay, wherever you're at, just as before, rest as you need to, okay? That makes all the difference. I'm gonna take a break while I coach you guys up a little bit. Let me get my second wind, but you keep working if it feels good. This is your workout, all right? I'm merely a guide, a humble assistant on this journey with you, okay? And that's the beauty of these strength workouts we're making here. They're all yours. Okay, let's go. I'm going to demo the seated version of that row because that'll allow me to tie my shoe at the same time. So, shoe tied. Don't wait for me. I just wanted to give you the seated demo. Looped around one wrist, around the feet. I'm choking up with this other hand anchoring it, sitting tall. Whew. And that's working good too. Keep that posture up. Don't get sloppy and flex over. Keep that core tight. Good thing about these one-sided exercises is you have to use your core to stabilize. Oh, switch. And that's what I call a big bang. Choking up, sitting up tall. When you can work more than one muscle, so more than just isolation, that's a bonus. Burning some extra calories. Getting all the muscles fired up. Why not? There we go. Get your last one. If you're getting 8s on everything, great. If you can only get your 6s, that's okay too. Try to push it up to that 8, okay? Okay. Now I'm going triceps. Woo! I'm going to go black again. All right, stepping through, lifting up. We got 1 minute and 20 left, people. Make the most of it. Come on, come on. Full big squeezes there. Okay, I'm on the monster walk. Final minute. Where's the time gone? It's been wonderful. Okay, so I am going to get this band on. Now I'm going to show you above the knees. See, and my shoe untied again. So above the knees requires you to, I say, step with the knee, okay? That's what I mean, because it's very easy to just step with the feet and then our knees are real close together. No. Stretch those knees out. Okay, depending on the kind of band you have, this may be the way for you, but make sure we're always getting tension. But as always, pay attention to how your back, the rest of your body's feeling. Keep going, guys. We got the final 15. I'm talking you through it. Come on. Last 10, you got to finish whatever set you're on. Work it up. Come on. Last bit here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. That's your phase 10B at home. Good job. I'm sure you pushed it really hard. Brad, until next time, see you in the gym or online.